color palette. This one's fairly basic. It allows you to select whatever color you want, and notice whatever I change it to here is changing it down there. And since this one's the foreground, currently yellow, click the rotate from front to back, so it's sent yellow to the background, and then now I have white, and I can change that color as well. So this works pretty much the same way as just clicking on this colored icon down there and selecting whatever color I want, going OK, and then it changes it here as well. Swatches allows you to have preset colors that you can just quickly choose from. When you click the menu, you can change the size of the thumbnails once again, so you can see, you can name them. You can also pick Pantone Colors. And if you don't know what a Pantone is, basically it's an industry standard of preset colors that are made of a very specific breakdown. So if you tell someone that you're using Pantone 021C, then the next person knows exactly what color Pantone 021C is, as well as the printers on the presses, and everybody knows what that very specific color is. This is most often used on corporate logos. But again, your different options just completely run off the page that I have to show you. The next one down is styles, and how styles work is if you use one of these vector tools, like say the rectangle tool, I'm just going to drag and drop, and it's going to create one of these patterns within that vector tool. And then once again, you can come over here and load different styles. You can choose different ones. Then you can also download off the internet different options for yourself. The next palette up is the Navigator. In order to show you this one, I will show you a picture of frogs. Now currently it is at 25%, meaning that the full size of the image is a lot bigger than this, but it's reduced it to 25% to fit inside of this window. If I change this to 100%, it's going to make it much larger. In order to see your way around, you need to use the hand tool and move around the image. However, with the Navigator, it shows you where you are in the image in relation to the rest of the image. So if I change this down to 75%, look up at the red square in the Navigator, notice how it got larger. If I change it to 50%, it got even larger. And again, you can move it around. So that's what the Navigator's for. What a histogram is it shows you the color balance within an image. So right now, what it's actually saying is, here's your darks and here is your lights. So here's 100% black on this side and 100% white on this side. And all the different color ranges in between are being shown. When you have color that's going all the way to one side and color that's going all the way to the other side, this is a very well balanced image. However, if I open levels and intentionally damage the image, notice how this changes. And now essentially this is saying that the whole thing is confused, it's not right. But this shows, once again, a nicely well-balanced image. That's the same thing that we're getting here within this window with the levels, which is outside the scope of this video, but it is once again a histogram showing you that here is your white and here is your dark. Histograms are a more advanced tool, so if you don't understand it right now, don't worry too much about it. Notes. Notes are very simple. They go back to the Note tool in the Tools palette. So if I click here, I can then type in the note. And then you can move the note around, you can click on it, open it up, see what's in there, whatever. Now the next one I have in the list is currently layer comps. However, I can't explain to you layer comps until I actually show you the layers. So currently these palettes are in the wrong order. So what I'm going to do is take this opportunity to show you some layer options and moving them around. Currently, when I grab this top bar, this entire group is coming with it because all of these palettes are attached together. If I click on just the title, I can pull it and remove it from this group. And now it's a self-contained entity. Now once again, the next one up is masks. And again, I can't show you masks until I've shown you layers. So I'm going to pull this one out of this group right here. I can also put this as part of this group. And now they're attached. I can pick it up. I can drop it in right there. And now we have tabs. I can take it and bring it back down. I can take it and attach it there. I'm going to close these other palettes as we're done working on those. I'm going to take this mask and I'm going to drop it down here underneath the layers. If you can see, it's highlighted blue right now. The whole thing's highlighted blue. It's going to add it as a tab. If I drop it just below, you see the blue line just below layers, and it's going to add it between layers and paths. And also layer comps. I can drop that underneath the layers and above the masks. Double click, bring it up, and bring it up. So now the next one to work on is going to be clone source. Once again, because clone source is part of